Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. Now, I didn't expect to come back on tonight, and I've come back on because again, I've seen something that's shocking, okay? That's absolutely shocking. And this is not going on in the annals of history somewhere in the 1930s. This is going on the 24th of November, which was yesterday because we're now into the 25th, it's early in the morning, of 2020 this year, okay? Now, what I'm talking about is the shocking arrest of a 78-year-old woman outside the Houses of Parliament today who'd been stripped of her dignity whilst having her right taken away from her to protest. And I can't believe that I'm coming on and saying that we have one MP in this country that's witnessed this and called it out. And that guy is a guy called Charles Walker, who happens to be a Conservative MP for Broxbourne. Now, anybody that's watched my channel before will know I've been heavily critical of all political parties, persuasions and flavours. This guy just happens to be a Conservative MP, but I would like to say, I would like to applaud this guy for what he's done, okay? And the fact that he stood up against this, called it out and come to this woman's aid, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to YouTube and I'm going to let you watch what I've just watched. And if you are not shocked by this, there's something wrong with you. There's something seriously wrong with you. If you're the type of person that's quite happy to see 78-year-old women manhandled and arrested and thrown in the back of a van by the police for protesting, okay? This is just an absolute disgrace, and this is something that is going way, way, way too far. Way too far. What kind of democracy are we now living in when things like this are happening, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to YouTube and show you what I've just watched, okay? Now, this is on a channel by a guy called Alex Belfield, the voice of reason, which I've watched before as well. So as always, I'll leave the link in the description so you can go look at his channel and subscribe to it if you like it. Now, this was the only channel that I could find the full unedited version of what actually happened at the beginning, where the MP actually saw what was going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this music down and I'm going to let you guys watch what is going on in 2020 in the UK, okay? Under these draconian enforcements of rules that have been brought in under the back of these lockdowns, okay? So I'm just going to turn the music down and then we're going to watch this video and then we're going to talk about it, okay?
I've just witnessed an elderly lady peacefully protesting with a handful of other people be arrested and carried spread eagle to a police van.
What? Why is she being arrested?
Because we're being controlled by China.
You ready for the repercussions of what you do?
That's an old lady we've been watching from up there. What's she done?
She's 78, is she?
Consistently COVID regulations.
What COVID regulations? She's an old lady. We've been watching. She was just on her own. What's she done?
Thanks to censorship.
What? Why is she being arrested?
Because we're being controlled by China.
You ready for the repercussions of what you do?
That's an old lady we've been watching from up there. What's she done?
She's 78, is she?
Consistently COVID regulations.
What COVID regulations? She's an old lady. We've been watching. She was just on her own. What's she done?
Thanks to censorship, persistently to COVID
But
regulations.
what regulation is she doing?
She's not got an exemption for protest. Protesters.
How many of them were there? Two of them? One of them?
No, lots more before they see all the full story, you see.
I do know that you're arresting an old lady for demonstrating the right to protest. This is a disgrace.
It's China.
I will do something. I'm a member of Parliament. This is an absolute disgrace. This is a disgrace. She's an old lady. You don't need to obey legal orders as police officers. You must have mothers. What an outrage. What a disgrace.
Hope you're listening to him.
You lost your bloody hearts.
They weren't on scene. They were cancelled.
Following orders like Nuremberg.
She has a fundamental right to protest. You're arresting her.
Don't worry.
It will be talked about in Parliament. So who is this lady? How old is she?
So you ready for what you started then? Yeah, I'm fine. Hope you're ready for what you started.
What MP are you? Sorry, it doesn't matter. I'm a member of Parliament for Broxbourne.
You ready for
Somebody
that?
find out how old she is. Let me know who she is, and I'll raise it in Parliament.
Ask her how.
Email me
you know-
who she is,
do you know who she
what
is?
she's allegedly done, and email it to Charles Walker, okay? Don't worry about it.
I've just witnessed an elderly lady peacefully protesting with a handful of other people be arrested and carried spread eagle to a police van just outside the precinct of the House of Commons. This is a disgrace. This is un-British. It is unconstitutional. And this government, our Prime Minister, needs to end these injustices now. Madam Deputy Speaker, will you bring the Prime Minister and or the Home Secretary here today to sort this out? She was an old lady robbed of her dignity for having the courage to protest about having her fundamental rights and those of my constituents and others removed.
Well, I thank the honourable gentleman for his point of order. I can see that this is obviously an extremely distressing situation. I shall, of course, ensure that the Speaker is aware of the honourable gentleman's comments.
So, people, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? The people starting to get the reason why I'm asking people to question things now, asking people to ask what's going on. I mean, this is an absolute disgrace. A disgrace. Charles Walker's right. It is a disgrace. You know, robbing an old lady of her dignity and throwing her in the back of a police van. And did you hear the way that the police, their attitude even towards him, asking questions, what's she done? I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable that we're talking about this in 2020, and this happened on the 24th of November, so yesterday, a few hours ago this happened, outside the Houses of Parliament in the UK. We are not talking about reading something from the annals of history in Germany in the 1930s. We're talking about the UK today, okay? This is what's going on, okay? And he's right to call out this kind of draconian treatment of the public, okay? And he's also 100% right to be demanding that the Home Secretary or the Prime Minister are dragged into Parliament and made to answer some serious questions about this. Because this is not acceptable. Not acceptable that members of the public should be being treated like this, okay? And did you hear what Charles Walker, what he said to the police? You're a police officer. You shouldn't be following illegal orders. And I'm of the opinion that I tend to agree with him, because what is going on at the moment is absolutely disgraceful. And it's shocking that this is going on in 2020 in the UK. And, I would... Seriously, I've been often very, very critical of politicians, and I have. Anybody that's watched my channel, and I've not been, favouring any particular flavour or persuasion at all throughout all of this, because I think a lot of them, from all political parties, their behaviour has been appalling in all of this crisis, okay? But credit where credit's due. This guy needs to be applauded, okay, for calling this kind of behaviour out, okay? And I could see from the reaction from his face, he was actually physically appalled by what was going on, okay? And so he should be, because this is coming from someone within the that's an MP within the Conservatives that's saying this to the government, okay? Think about this. This is one of their own that's calling them out about what tyrants they are. This is just disgraceful, and we are edging more and more into this Orwellian, dystopian future. I mean, we've seen over the water in the last few days in Germany, people like Merkel passing these draconian laws, the infection protection law, where she's having, doctors that dare to question her, that dare to question the government narrative, sending the police round and having their door kicked in and arresting them at gunpoint. This is what's going on. And this agenda is being pushed globally. If we are not careful, we are all going to wake up in this future where we're having this draconian society, this draconian future that we're heading into, this dystopian future that we're heading into. We are being built an authoritarian state that's been run on a global level, okay? And if we're not very careful, these people, this 1%, they're going to be calling all the shots. So people need to start waking up. And this is why I'm telling people to start questioning things, okay? Question things, question what's going on. And thankfully, we've seen someone today that's actually an MP that's questioning what the hell's going on, okay? So, I mean, this is just purely shocking. I mean, like I said, every single day now, I wake up and I see things that I never imagined that I would see in my life. I never imagined I would see things like 70-year-old, 8-year-old women being bundled into the back of a police van by draconian, enforcement of all these rules, and the attitude that some of these officers seem to now have is absolutely disgraceful, okay? So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe to the channel, and once you do, please ring the notification bell so you can be notified of forthcoming videos that I put out. Obviously, my channel is also now replicated on BitChute as well, so you can find me there. If you've got time, please go over and like me there as well. I'm going to be back very, very soon with some more videos for you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that, because while our democracy is being eroded on a daily basis and our rights are being stripped and taken away from us, and this Orwellian state has been built for us, I'm not going to stay silent, okay? I am not going to stay silent. So I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Please take care of yourselves, your friends, your loved ones, and your family in this global pandemic and this crisis. Please look after yourself and your loved ones. As I've mentioned before, people's mental health and mental well-being is really not in a good place. So I would, strongly suggest, if there's anybody you're concerned about or anything like that, give them a call, drop them a text, give them a WhatsApp call or whatever. Just check in on people and make sure people are okay? Because I don't want to hear stories about people that I know that are in a really bad place because people have not checked in on them, okay? So please do that. I'll be back very soon with some more videos for you. Until I do, thanks for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and stuff that have come in. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon. Stay rock and roll, and take care, guys.